know, it was a decision that the city was waiting for me to make. You know what I'm saying?
And that was it. Be honest with it. And he can't be honest with it.
Sean Diddy Combs' world is starting to unravel, and the secrets he has hidden for years are beginning to surface in a way that even he may not have anticipated. His glamorous, larger-than-life image, which was built on music, luxury, and his empire, now faces a darker truth that threatens to tear it all apart. From the tragic demise of Kim Porter to the chilling allegations of manipulation and control, it seems that Diddy's world has been anything but the paradise it appeared to be.
Kim Porter, you know, that is Diddy's ex, who's also the mother of his 3 of his children.
Right.
Has detailed the alleged abuse that she suffered at his hands.
Oh, no.
And this is all in a memoir.
Let's dive into the mystery surrounding Kim Porter's tragic passing, a demise that has left many with more questions than answers. Could there be more to the story than the official reports have suggested? As rumors swirl about a tell-all book that Kim Porter was allegedly working on, the question that keeps haunting many is, what did she know that was so dangerous? Diddy has always maintained his innocence regarding Kim's demise, but whispers about a more sinister explanation have refused to go away. Kim Porter was not just the mother of his children. She was also deeply involved in his personal life and knew details about Diddy that others could only speculate about. Reports have surfaced suggesting that Kim had been gathering information for a book, one that would have exposed Diddy's most closely guarded secrets.
These are all allegations that have become shockingly familiar against Diddy in recent months as he has faced lawsuit after lawsuit from women and men who have accused him of all manner of bad behavior.
Some sources even suggest that this book could have revealed the true extent of his influence and control over women in his life, painting a picture far removed from the public persona he so carefully curated. What could she have been planning to disclose?
And Stacey, you say today's indictment reads like a mob indictment. What was most shocking to you of all these allegations?
Yeah, the fact, Jake, that the government in this indictment presented evidence alleging that Sean Combs was running a criminal enterprise.
What makes these allegations even more intriguing is that this wouldn't be the first time people in Diddy's orbit who were working on major projects met with sudden tragedy. Take, for example, Andre Harrell, the former music executive, who had been a mentor to Diddy. Harrell, who passed away suddenly, was reportedly working on his own memoirs at the time. Then there was Heavy D, another key figure in Diddy's circle who also passed away unexpectedly. Both were reportedly close to Diddy and might have had knowledge of the inner workings of his world. Coincidence? Or could there be a pattern emerging that links Diddy to the sudden and suspicious ends of those closest to him?
Diddy has been under criminal investigation for months by federal prosecutors here in New York. And if there are criminal charges, many of them may look a lot like what some of these individuals have been describing.
The rumors surrounding Kim Porter's alleged book are particularly alarming because they go beyond personal grievances. According to some sources, this book wasn't just about their relationship. It could have blown the lid off of Diddy's involvement in what insiders describe as underground parties that catered to his wildest whims. These events, sometimes referred to in hushed tones as freak-off parties, have long been a subject of tabloid speculation. Attended by celebrities and industry insiders, these gatherings were said to involve extravagant acts that blurred the line between pleasure and exploitation.
And a lot of the evidence, alleged evidence, that's been gathered in this case was from those 2 raids that were conducted on his personal homes in Miami and Los Angeles. And the indictment names the things seized that he allegedly made videos of these performances that have been named freak-offs.
Kim was reportedly a witness to many of these events, and she had an insider's view of the kind of control Diddy exerted over the women in his life. There are claims that Diddy forced women, including Kim herself, to participate in activities that were as humiliating as they were secretive. One such story that continues to shock involves Diddy allegedly demanding that women, even those expecting children, fulfill his extreme desires. These allegations paint a very disturbing image of the man who once presented himself as a loving partner and doting father. But Kim Porter wasn't just any woman. She was Diddy's longtime partner, the mother of his children, and someone he seemingly trusted more than anyone. For her to have considered exposing his secrets speaks volumes about how deeply their relationship had soured behind closed doors. Could it be that Kim was finally ready to break free from Diddy's control? And if so, what were the consequences? Adding fuel to the fire are claims that others in Diddy's circle may have met similar fates after threatening to reveal what they knew. The stories about Harrell and Heavy D have resurfaced, drawing eerie parallels to Kim's own fate. What if Kim had reached a breaking point where she could no longer stay silent about the truth. Could her demise have been a result of that decision?
What happened is Tupac's family is reportedly deciding to investigate the rumors that Diddy was involved in Tupac's murder.
While the official reports state that Kim Porter passed away of natural causes, the timing of her passing has raised suspicions, particularly among those who knew her well. And it's not just Kim's demise that has prompted these questions. There are whispers that she may have confided in her closest friends about what she was planning to reveal. One of those friends is Kimora Lee Simmons, who has now stepped into the spotlight, taking a more active role in Diddy's family life as his legal troubles mount.
How are the twins? I know that
they're great. It was just my birthday, and they came over. We had dinner together. Jesse and Delilah, yeah.
Kimora, a close confidant of Kim Porter, has become a critical figure in this unfolding drama. Since Kim's passing, Kimora has taken on the responsibility of caring for Diddy's twin daughters, Jesse and Delilah. What's striking is how Kimora's involvement seems to have grown as Diddy's empire begins to crumble under the weight of mounting allegations. Is Kimora simply stepping in to help the girls, or does she know more than she's letting on?
You know, they're being fabulous, and I love them so much, and I have their back. I watch all their animals. They're juniors in high school. We'll all be together at school next year.
There's speculation that Kimora has remained close to Diddy's daughters, not just out of loyalty to her late friend, but because she too holds key information about Diddy's private life. Some have hinted that Kimora might be preparing to testify against him, providing the authorities with information that could be vital to their case. If that's true, then her role in this saga is about to become far more critical than anyone could have imagined.
It was all, insecurities. Anytime a man would go out his way to wiretap someone's phone or put taps in their homes just to monitor their conversation, that's a sign of insanity. So when you see someone doing that, you can imagine everything else they do.
At the heart of this growing scandal is the question of just how far Diddy's influence extends. Over the years, he has maintained an image of wealth and success, but behind the scenes, the stories of manipulation and control have continued to grow. Kim Porter's alleged tell-all book, the sudden demises of people close to him, and now Kimora's involvement all point to the possibility that Diddy's empire is built on a foundation of lies and fear. And now, it's all beginning to unravel.
With this newest lawsuit, this would probably only expedite or increase the amount of allegations and potential witnesses who could testify against Sean Combs.
As more details about Diddy's private life come to light, it seems that the people who were once closest to him are the ones who hold the keys to his downfall. Kimora Lee Simmons, by stepping up to care for his daughters, has placed herself in a position of power. She is not just a bystander in this story. She may very well be the one who helps to expose the truth about Diddy's dark past.
About the allegations against Diddy, people had a lot of things to say about him. Do you think that there's any truth to it? What are your thoughts on it?
No, I don't know all that.
Okay.
I don't know all that.
The fact that Kimora has taken on the role of caregiver for Diddy's daughters is telling. It suggests that the twins, Jesse and Delilah, are seeking distance from their father. The girls have reportedly struggled with the ongoing legal drama surrounding their dad, and it seems that they are now trying to separate themselves from the chaos. Kimora, who was one of Kim Porter's closest friends, has become a kind of protector for the girls during this tumultuous time. But what does she really know about the secrets Kim Porter took to her grave?
But that's Kim's story. That's Kim's book. That's Kim's book. Then you heard about the fact that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht? Wow, I ain't hear about that.
Kimora's role in Diddy's daughters' lives isn't just about providing stability. It's about shielding them from the storm that's brewing around their father. Diddy's alleged control over the women in his life is a central theme in this saga, and it's clear that his daughters want to break free from that grip. Kimora may be the key to helping them do just that. In recent months, as more lawsuits and allegations have come to light, the twins have reportedly distanced themselves from Diddy. It's no coincidence that Kimora, who was so close to Kim Porter, has taken on the responsibility of guiding them through this difficult time. What does she know about Kim's final days? And could she have the missing pieces that will finally expose the truth? Kimora's relationship with Kim Porter was one of deep trust and loyalty, and there's reason to believe that Kim confided in her about Diddy's actions. If Kimora holds any of the information that Kim was allegedly preparing to reveal in her book, it could spell serious trouble for Diddy. Kimora, once a fixture in Diddy's social circle, may now be one of his biggest threats.
Do I think, yeah. Every man possibly is capable. I think he's very capable of doing it. It's in his character. That's who he is. That's what comes with power. That's what comes with arrogance. That's what comes with, what makes him, power. That's just the selfishness that make you be like that.
As Diddy's legal troubles mount, the question remains, how much longer can he keep up the facade? His reputation, once untouchable, is now crumbling under the weight of scandal after scandal. And with Kimora Lee Simmons stepping up to protect his daughters, it seems that the people who once supported him are now beginning to turn their backs. Kimora's actions speak volumes about where her loyalty truly lies. She has made it clear that her priority is protecting Kim Porter's legacy and ensuring that Diddy's daughters are safe from the chaos that surrounds their father. But what happens if Kimora decides to speak out? Could her testimony be the final blow that brings Diddy's empire crashing down?
Diddy is now being sued in addition to what we just talked about by Dawn Richards. You guys will remember her. She was a part of Making the Band.
Dirty Money.
Dirty Money, the Danny Kane era. So basically what she is alleging, she's alleging a lot of different...
As rumors continue to swirl about Diddy's involvement in Kim Porter's demise and the alleged tell-all book that could have exposed his darkest secrets, all eyes are now on Kimora. She may hold the key to unlocking the truth about what really happened to Kim and what Diddy has been hiding all these years. As this scandal continues to unfold, it's clear that the stakes are higher than ever. Diddy's empire is built on shaky ground, and with more and more people stepping forward with allegations, it's only a matter of time before the walls come crashing down. Kimora's role in the story is far from over, and her involvement in the lives of Diddy's daughters may be just the beginning of a much larger battle.
Problems that the defense has brought up originally, but it seems like, just from reading this 14-page indictment, that there is enough physical evidence to perhaps get a conviction in this case. We shall see. These are allegations.
But Kim Porter wasn't the only one to suffer under Diddy's control. His reach extends far deeper into his inner circle, where more dark stories are beginning to surface. As Diddy's legal and personal troubles pile up, it becomes clear that the empire he spent decades building is on the verge of collapse. And with each new accusation, it feels like a carefully constructed house of cards, slowly tumbling down. Let's dive deeper into the chaos that's surrounding Diddy's world, his ongoing legal battles, scandalous allegations, and the growing distance between him and his own family paint a troubling picture. It's becoming increasingly evident that Diddy has a lot more to hide than he ever let on. For years, he has been one of the most powerful figures in the music industry, but as more information emerges, the dark side of that power is being exposed.
He broke Kim, let's say allegedly, but it was told by people in her camp that he broke Kim's nose on a yacht. So Cassie's story is Kim's story. Cassie's book is Kim's book.
Diddy's wealth, fame, and influence allowed him to maintain control over countless people, businesses, and situations. But now, that same power is being used against him. Lawsuits and criminal accusations are flying in from all directions, and Diddy's legal troubles are multiplying faster than anyone could have predicted. It's not just about his personal relationships anymore. There are now claims that his entire business empire was built on more than just bad deals and aggressive tactics.
And the only person that really put their hands on women really is men who have feminine traits. So, it really takes a coward to put his hands on a woman. So, a man is so strong enough, we can just walk away. You can do, it's so many different things that you can do other than get upset, put your hands on a woman. But that comes from a man who's not quite a grown man.
It's been reported that Diddy allegedly used his vast network of businesses to conceal a range of shady activities. For years, the whispers were that his luxurious lifestyle and music empire masked a far darker reality. Some sources say that Diddy's financial dealings may have gone far beyond what's legal, possibly involving a range of illicit activities that few people would have ever guessed. From undisclosed partnerships to secret dealings, the accusations point to a pattern of corruption that stretched deep into his empire. One of the most serious claims involves Diddy's potential involvement in an organized network that ran far outside the law. There have been murmurs about financial schemes designed to funnel money in and out of questionable ventures, all while keeping the public and authorities completely in the dark. It's not just about underhanded business tactics anymore. We're talking about the potential involvement of organized crime networks, which, if true, would make Diddy's case a lot more than just another celebrity scandal.
The money that they're saying Diddy has to start paying this guy on October 1st, right. Diddy's team is like, hold on, we need an emergency conversation about why this should not have been granted. Mm-hmm. And they awarded him a TRO, which basically meant that Diddy's team was not allowed to sell any property in that state or anything related to what could be used to pay the plaintiff.
One name that keeps popping up in these rumors is Rodney Lil Rod Jones. His lawsuit filed earlier in 2024 accused Diddy of engaging in serious illegal activity as part of a much larger criminal enterprise. Jones worked closely with Diddy, both on his latest album and as part of his inner circle. In his suit, Jones alleged that during the time he lived and worked with Diddy, he witnessed things that could take down the entire empire. He claims that Diddy pressured him into participating in illicit acts and documented many of Mogul's illegal dealings, including footage that could be damning if it were ever made public.
Now, if the government is going to mandate that they are responsible for your well-being, they have to ensure the safety of your well-being.
Jones isn't just alleging that Diddy was involved in financial misdeeds. His lawsuit paints a picture of Diddy as a master manipulator who kept his inner circle loyal through fear and control. The lawsuit even includes screenshots of video clips that Jones claims captured Diddy and his associates engaged in shocking behavior. Some of the footage allegedly involves interactions with individuals who were unaware they were being filmed, showcasing the lengths Diddy would go to maintain leverage over those around him. The fact that Jones also claims to have witnessed Diddy providing suspicious beverages to guests at private parties only adds fuel to the fire.
Well, he gets trafficking because he took her to different states and had her perform acts with different, male and different people, sometimes against her will.
It gets worse. Jones alleges that he and another man, Brendan Paul, were forced to transport items for Diddy, items that may have included firearms and other suspicious goods. Diddy's connection to the underworld has long been rumored, but this accusation seems to bring those whispers out into the open. It also places Diddy's sons, Justin and Christian, at the center of a growing storm. There are even allegations that Diddy's eldest son, Justin, has been implicated in some of his father's illicit enterprises, and that Christian is now facing accusations of his own. Let's talk about Justin for a moment. As Diddy's eldest son, Justin has always lived in his father's shadow, but now his role in Diddy's empire is coming under scrutiny. It's been alleged that Justin played a part in some of his father's illicit dealings. According to sources close to the situation, Justin's involvement was not voluntary at first. As the years went on, however, Justin reportedly became more complicit in his father's business operations, taking on a bigger role in some of the more questionable activities. This has sparked a legal investigation into whether Justin was aware of, and perhaps even aided, some of Diddy's more controversial ventures.
She saw no way out other than doing what he told her to do. He had mentally controlled her. It's like a pimp. Diddy had pimp potential. He had her mind messed up where it controlled her.
But that's not all. Christian Combs, Diddy's second son, has also been pulled into this whirlwind of legal troubles. Earlier this year, Christian faced serious allegations involving a woman who claimed he assaulted her while they were on a yacht trip that Diddy had organized. This accusation has only added to the growing narrative of a family legacy marred by scandal. Christian, like his brother, has always been closely linked to his father's empire, but now it seems that his own behavior is under intense scrutiny. The accusations against Christian involve not only the incident on the yacht, but also rumors that he was involved in some of the same underground events that Diddy has been accused of organizing. Sources suggest that Diddy's influence may have shaped the way Christian viewed certain aspects of life, leading him down a path that mirrors his father's troubled history. It's a tragic example of how Diddy's power and control may have extended beyond his business and into the personal lives of his own children.
I've had clients describe NBC as hell, as the worst conditions they've been in.
As these lawsuits and allegations pile up, it's becoming clear that Diddy's empire is crumbling under the weight of his own actions. But what about those closest to him? Kimora Lee Simmons, who has been a constant presence in the lives of Diddy's twin daughters, has now become a crucial figure in the battle for the truth. Kimora's connection to Kim Porter and her ongoing care for Diddy's daughters puts her in a unique position. Some say that she may hold key information that could be vital in bringing Diddy to justice.
Bruh, when y'all look at this thing and saying force, y'all think this that he probably threatened to beat her, threatened to do something like that. That ain't what force is. It could come from the mentality. Yo, he put her in a certain position, in a certain situation, and a certain time in her life.
The fact that Kimora has stayed so close to Diddy's family, even as his legal troubles worsen, has raised eyebrows. Why would someone who was so close to Kim Porter, who was allegedly planning to expose Diddy's secrets, choose to align herself with him now? Could it be that Kimora is playing a longer game, quietly gathering information while keeping the twins safe? Some insiders suggest that Kimora may be preparing to come forward with evidence that could turn the tide in the ongoing legal battles. If that's true, her testimony could be a game changer in the fight to expose Diddy's darker side. What makes the situation even more intriguing is how Kimora's role has evolved since Kim Porter's passing. She was more than just a friend to Kim. She was more than just a friend to Kim. She was someone who knew the intricacies of Diddy and Kim's relationship. Now, with Diddy's legal issues spiraling out of control, Kimora's involvement takes on a new level of importance. There's a growing belief that she could be a key witness, especially if she knows details about Kim's alleged tell-all book or Diddy's behind-the-scenes activities. Kimora's involvement doesn't just stop with the twins. There's also speculation that she has been in contact with authorities, possibly sharing what she knows about Diddy's business practices and personal life. If this is the case, it could explain why Kimora has maintained such a close relationship with the family. She may be gathering information and working with legal teams to help bring Diddy's actions to light.
From that point on, he was hooked. That's when I knew when they was talking about people getting addicted and hooked on pain medicines. That's what happened to him, and it was from his right wrist that he's reminded by Kim all the time now.
This is where things get really interesting. Diddy has long been known for using his immense wealth and influence to manipulate legal situations. From delaying court proceedings to using his network of powerful friends, Diddy has always managed to stay one step ahead of the law. But with the growing list of accusations, it's becoming harder and harder for him to escape unscathed.
So he put his hands on females, put his hands on producers, executives. That's just his. I guess that's what the whole name Bad Boy comes from. That people don't really understand. What is it? What is a bad boy? Why did he choose that name? He never really gave a clear definition of how he feels about that name. Not yet.
One of the most controversial tactics Diddy has allegedly employed is witness intimidation. There are rumors that he has tried to silence key figures who could provide damning testimony against him. From former employees to people in his personal circle, Diddy is said to have used various methods to keep them from speaking out. These accusations, if true, would be yet another example of how Diddy has maintained control over his empire through fear and coercion. But the tide may be turning. As more people step forward with stories about Diddy's actions, the legal system is starting to catch up. The recent raids on his properties in Los Angeles and Miami have uncovered evidence that could be crucial in building a case against him. During these raids, authorities reportedly found items that suggest Diddy was involved in activities that go far beyond what the public knew. From documents to suspicious items, the evidence seized is now being analyzed, and it could lead to even more serious charges being brought against him. It's not just about what was found during the raids. Diddy's attempts to use his wealth to manipulate the legal system are also starting to fail. His most recent request to use his Miami mansion as collateral for bail was denied, and his legal team's efforts to slow down proceedings are being met with increasing resistance. Diddy's power, once seen as unstoppable, is now being challenged on all fronts.
And it's like, it was the same thing Kim was going through. The same thing, bro. Kim was going through the same thing. The beatings, you know what I'm saying?
The unraveling of Diddy's empire isn't just affecting his business. It's also taking a toll on his personal life. As we mentioned earlier, his sons, Justin and Christian, are now facing their own legal battles, and his daughters are distancing themselves from him. The family that once seemed untouchable is now caught up in a web of scandals, lawsuits, and accusations. Diddy's legacy, which he spent decades building, is now in jeopardy. His reputation, once carefully guarded, is falling apart piece by piece. And with each new lawsuit, the cracks in his empire are becoming more and more visible. It's only a matter of time before the full extent of Diddy's actions comes to light. In the end, Diddy's downfall may be the result of his own hubris. For years, he believed he was untouchable, but now the walls are closing in. His legal troubles are mounting, and the people who were once loyal to him are starting to turn their backs. The empire he built on power and control is crumbling, and there may be no way to stop it. So, what do you think? Could Kimora Lee Simmons be holding the key to Diddy's final downfall, or is she just protecting his daughters from the storm? And with all these allegations piling up, how much longer can Diddy keep his empire intact? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation started. See you next time.